Section 1. Welcome. Welcome to our first Tenant Annual Report. Every year, we create an annual report to let you know what we've been doing over the past year and what our plans are for the future. This year, we're excited to present our first annual report designed specifically for you, our tenants. In the report, you'll find lots of useful information, including an introduction to our team and what they do for you, how we've invested in improving our tenants' lives through our Rose Trust and Foundation and how you can apply, how we've performed this year and how we've used your feedback to improve our services, information about the new homes we've delivered, what we're going to do to make sure you can be involved in improving our performance, information about things that we know are important to you, including our repairs service. It's been an exciting year for Care as we celebrated our 20th birthday. In this report, we look back at what we've achieved over the last 20 years. We also talk about how we can grow and improve to make sure you receive the best possible services from us. We want you to be involved in shaping our future, and we share how you can do this. We'd love to hear what you think about our annual report, including how we can improve it in the future. I hope you enjoy reading it. Matthew Edisford, Chief Executive Officer. Section 2. Meet our team. Matthew Edisford. Matthew is our Chief Executive. If you've been a tenant at Care for a long time, you might remember when he used to visit your homes to check if you were happy and if your homes were in good condition. Now, Matthew manages all the team members at Care to make sure they can do their jobs well. He also makes sure we meet all our requirements to keep your home safe and of good quality. Rachel Kaminski. Rachel is our Operations Manager. She helps the housing officers to do their jobs and make sure things run smoothly at Care. She's also Deputy CEO to Matthew, which means she supports Matthew and is in charge when he's away. Mark Haywood. Mark Haywood is our Assets and Compliance Manager. Mark makes sure your homes are safe and that the rest of his team, Mark Myers, Chris and Andrew, can carry out their jobs to a high standard. Claire Judkins. Claire Judkins is our Business Development Manager. She works very hard to make sure we can provide high-quality homes to more and more people. Chris Woolridge. Those of you who've been tenants at Care for several years may remember our Contracts Manager, Chris. He used to carry out repairs in your home. Now, he makes sure the quality of the repairs team is very high and that they provide a good service when they visit your homes. He also helps to arrange the major repairs, such as fitting new kitchens, bathrooms and boilers. Mark Myers. Mark Myers is our Property Surveyor. He checks that your home is safe and that all major repairs are being carried out to a high standard. He also advises about any issues in your home. Kian. Our Finance Manager, Kian, joined the team in October 2024. She's responsible for managing our small finance team and making sure we can check that we don't overspend. She keeps a close eye on our finances. Claire Bordwell. Claire Bordwell is our New Homes Officer. Working with Claire Judkins, she helps to make sure that our new homes reflect what our tenants need and that everything is ready for when you move in. Paula Bond. Paula is our Administration Officer. She has lots of responsibilities, including supporting the entire team in their roles and making sure our office runs smoothly. Will Randall. Will is our Finance Assistant. He makes sure that any payments made to us, such as for your rent or out of Care, for example, to pay the repairs team, are processed. Andrew Jackson. Our Repairs Administrator, Andrew, is the person you'd normally speak to if you called to report a repair at your property. He will arrange for somebody to attend your home to carry out the repair. Jonathan Slater, Salvo Arcangelo, Ross Anderson. Our housing officers, Johnny, Salvo and Ross, are the people you probably recognise the most. They visit your homes to make sure you're happy, your homes are in good condition, and they can help you with any problems. They all really love their jobs and visiting you at home. Section 3. What services do we offer? As a provider of supported housing, we do more than what you might expect from a regular landlord. Here are a few examples. Enhanced 24-hour repairs service. To access this service, you can call us on 0800 014 9442, email repairs@careha.org.uk. Supply and repair of white goods. If we've provided washing machines, fridges, freezers, dryers and ovens, we'll repair or replace them if needed. To report white goods repairs, call 0800 014 9442 between 9am and 5pm Monday to Friday. Supply of furniture. We provide some furniture for certain tenants. If you're unsure if you're entitled to this service, please speak to your housing officer or call us on 0345 437 7367. Intensive housing management. Your housing officer will visit you at least 4 times a year. If you need to contact them between visits, you can call them on the number they gave you. If you're unsure how to contact them, email us at inquiries@careha.org.uk or call us on 0345 437 7367. Property adaptations. If you think your property needs to be adapted to meet your needs, speak to your housing officer first and we'll see how we can help. If we're unable to help, we'll let you know the reasons why. Garden maintenance. We take care of most of your gardens. If you're unsure if we take care of yours or want to request a change to how your garden is maintained, please speak to your housing officer. Enhanced health and safety provisions. We make sure your home is a safe and comfortable place to live. We carry out regular checks to gas, electricals, fire safety, water, lifts and hoists, lighting and more to keep them as safe as possible. We have a very important role to play as your landlord, and we want your expectations to be as high as our own. The Regulator of Social Housing is an organisation that checks if social landlords are doing their job properly. They set standards that we must meet, which include things like making sure homes are safe and meet the Decent Homes Standard, keeping tenants safe by checking for hazards, providing quick and effective repairs, helping tenants get support for home adaptations if needed, working with other agencies to offer extra support, renting homes fairly and considering tenants' needs, treating everyone with fairness and respect, listening to tenants and involving them in decisions, sharing clear information about our services, handling complaints quickly and fairly. If a landlord isn't meeting these standards, the regulator can step in to take action. If you feel our services can be improved in any way or that we aren't meeting our standards, please let us know as soon as possible. Section 4. Celebrating 20 years of care. This year, Care celebrated 20 years since we welcomed our first tenants. A lot has happened since then. Here's what we've achieved. In 2004, we welcomed our first tenants in Rawtenstall, Rosendale. We now work in 32 local authority areas across the north of England. In 2006, we bought our first property in Leyland, Lancashire. We still own and manage the property today, which is home to 2 tenants. Care has purchased and now owns 21 properties. These can provide homes for 61 tenants in total. In March 2011, we employed our first full-time member of staff, Matthew, who is now our CEO. Before this, Care was run by a board of directors voluntarily. We now have 14 staff members. In September 2011, we achieved official registered provider status, which means Care is a responsible and recognised provider of social housing. We are now a well-established registered provider with a good reputation. In July 2014, we hit the milestone of providing more than 100 homes to tenants at the same time. We can now offer homes to 448 people at a time. In 2019, we became one of the first members and helped to set up the Learning Disabilities and Autism Housing Network, LDA-HN. The network helps to promote high-quality housing and services for people with a learning disability and autism. In 2024, we celebrated 20 years since welcoming our first tenant into one of our homes. We also updated our brand to reflect our modern, forward-thinking organisation. We are very proud of what we achieved over the last 20 years and the positive impact we've had on people's lives, but we still want to do much, much more. Section 5. Tenant Satisfaction Measures, TSMs. In March, we asked you to answer questions about how we're doing. These questions were from the Regulator of Social Housing. We also reported on repairs, safety checks, complaints and antisocial behaviour. We need to report these at least every 2 years. Here's what we found. Technical requirements. 100% of our homes meet the Decent Homes Standard. 100% of gas safety, asbestos, water safety and lift safety checks were completed. 8 cases of antisocial behaviour were managed. 92.2% of non-emergency repairs were done on time. 97% of fire safety checks were completed. 95.6% of emergency repairs were done on time, 4 complaints were received, all resolved at stage 1 of our procedure. Tenant satisfaction. 81% of tenants are happy with the overall service. 79% are happy with the maintenance of their home. 74% are happy with how we keep them informed. 90% are happy with our repairs service. 85% are happy with the safety of their home. 83% feel we treat them fairly and with respect. 83% are happy with the time taken to complete their most recent repairs. 76% are happy with how we listen to their views. 25% of tenants answered the satisfaction survey. Thank you. We offered an incentive of being entered into a prize draw for a £50 voucher, which was won by one of our tenants in Lancashire. What's next? We use your feedback in many ways to improve our services. When you share a concern with us, we make sure to respond to you directly. We're working hard to communicate better and offer more ways for you to share your views and ideas so that we can improve. This year, we also did a customer census to update our information and plan better ways to communicate with you. Section 6. Our tenants. We aim to do more than just provide housing. Here are some examples of how we've made a difference to some of our tenants' lives. Pets. We know pets bring joy and comfort. We support our tenants in making decisions about their own lives. This includes welcoming a pet into your home, such as rabbits, hamsters, fish, or cats. Going above and beyond. Like most responsible landlords, we have a policy to make changes to people's homes to make sure they can live comfortably and safely. For example, we helped a new tenant in Preston by adding radiator covers, changing the toilet seat, and adding locks to kitchen drawers to suit their needs. We also tried to do more to help than just what's covered in our policies. When our housing officer, Salvo, noticed that a group of tenants in Preston loved to socialise together, we decided to gift them a pizza oven so they could enjoy evenings in their garden together over a bite to eat. In another case, a tenant in Clitheroe didn't want to use the toilet in the main bathroom and preferred the comfort and privacy of their huge attic bedroom. We wanted to help them by installing an ensuite bathroom in their room, but were told it wasn't possible. However, we found a way to make it happen, and the tenant is now much happier in their home. When a tenant moved from one of our properties to another, they were unable to arrange the collection of some of their items. Johnny, our housing officer, helped by personally collecting and moving the tenant's belongings to make sure everything went smoothly on moving day. All our housing officers carry toolkits. This means that they can carry out small jobs such as fixing door handles whilst they're visiting your homes. This means you don't have to wait to have your small repairs carried out. Returning tenants. Sometimes our tenants decide to move out. They may want to live closer to family and their support networks or try a new type of housing. While we're sad to see them go, we always support their choices to help them live better lives. But sometimes things don't work out in their new home. One tenant felt that their new landlord didn't have the same high standards as we do at Care. They asked to come back and we were happy to help. Now they're back with us and feel safe and comfortable again. Independent living. One of our tenants didn't need as much support anymore, so they moved from supported housing to their own flat in July. They still get some support when they need it from the same people, and they're doing really well living on their own. We're so proud to help our tenants become more independent. Rosemary Trustham Foundation. The Rose Trustham Foundation grant is a pot of money that our tenants can apply for to fund something that will enhance their lives in some way. For example, during the year, 3 tenants in West Lancashire got a grant of £1,500 from the Rosemary Trustham Foundation. They used the money to improve their garden by laying down new paving and buying some garden furniture. They love spending time outside, chatting with friends and family, and watching birds together. Other ways tenants have used the grant: adding raised flower beds, garden furniture, and a barbecue to enjoy their garden. Getting special software and lighting for music therapy. Buying a greenhouse to grow their own vegetables and fruit. Buying a pizza oven to cook for friends in the garden. Want to apply for a grant? Let us know. You can call us on 0345 437 7367. Email us at inquiries@careha.org.uk. Talk to your housing officer. Section 7. New homes. In the last 12 months, we've added 55 new homes. As a small housing association, we're proud to have grown by over 10%, and to provide fantastic outcomes for our tenants. Our first homes in Hartlepool. In September 2023, we completed our purchase of 25 new homes in Hartlepool. These beautiful homes are a mix of bungalows and apartments and will be long-term homes for people with learning disabilities and autism. Adapted apartments in County Durham. In May 2023, we worked with Durham County Council and Riversdale Homes to create 5 adapted homes. These homes are large with strong quality fittings and were specially designed for people with autism and learning disabilities. 4-person home in Kirklees. We bought and renovated a dormer bungalow in Kirklees for 4 people. After a big makeover, including external works and remodelling, we welcomed our new tenants in November 2023. Shared home in Hull. In September 2023, we worked with Autism Plus to welcome 4 tenants to a shared home in Hull. It's perfect for people with lower support needs who want to live together in the heart of the community. Specialist bungalow in Warrington. In January 2024, we bought a spacious bungalow in Warrington for 4 tenants. The home was designed with future needs in mind, meaning tenants can stay there even if their mobility or health needs change. 13 new apartments in Preston. In early 2024, we delivered 13 new apartments in Preston. These homes were designed from scratch, with our tenants in mind to help them live more independently. They offer own front door accommodation and are near Preston city centre, which makes it easy for tenants to be part of the community. 3 tenants who moved in around the same time have become great friends. They're now known as the 3 Musketeers and love playing Xbox or watching movies together in the communal lounge. Section 8. How we manage money. In 2023-24, we made £7,081,475 and spent £6,719,978. This means we had £361,479 left over. As a not-for-profit organisation, any extra money we make goes towards our goals, like building more homes and improving services for you. This is a great success. Investing in your homes. This year, we spent £318,814 to keep your homes in good condition. This included 8 new kitchens, 2 new bathrooms and wet rooms, decorating 25 homes. Here's how we've used our money from March 2023 to April 2024. Reinvestment, 7.42%. We bought and improved 1 freehold property, a property we fully own. New homes, 6.35%. We added 55 new homes, including 1 that we bought. Loans, 9.75%. We didn't take any new loans, but rising interest rates meant we didn't pay off as much debt as last year. Earnings before interest, tax, depreciation, amortization, major repairs included, EBI, TDA, MRI, interest cover, 522.47%. This is how the regulator measures our financial health. The higher the percentage, the better. It shows that we are financially secure and can cover ongoing costs with the money we make day to day. Cost per home, £11,847. This is how much it cost us to look after each home. Operating margin, 6.69%. We made more money than last year, helping us to grow and offer better services. Return on capital, 5.5%. This shows we're using our money well and that we have bought a new property. Section 9. Complaints. Sometimes things don't go as planned, and we understand that you might not be happy with the service you receive. If this happens, we want you to tell us so we can fix it and do better in the future. We take every complaint seriously and see them as a chance to improve. This year, we made some changes to how we deal with complaints. Staff training. We trained all our staff so they can understand what counts as a complaint and how to use complaints to improve our services. We also practice real examples of handling complaints. New complaints lead. One of our board members, Nadia Khan, is now in charge of complaints. This means we'll have extra focus on making sure your complaints are handled well. Policy review. We checked and updated our complaints policy in April 2024. We'll continue to review it every year to make sure it works well. You can find the policy on our website or ask for it in an easy-read format. What complaints have we received? From April 23 to March 2024, we received 4 complaints. 3 complaints were about contractors. 2 of these were about how long repairs took to finish, and the other was about a mistake by a contractor that caused problems for a tenant. 1 complaint was about antisocial behaviour affecting a neighbour. Although it wasn't directly our fault, we took action to help. All of these complaints were dealt with on time, and none of them had to go to the second stage of our complaints process. What did we improve because of complaints? Here's how we've improved things because of complaints. We told 3 contractors to improve their work to avoid delays, damage to properties, and distress to tenants. We've made our system better at logging repairs so repeat visits can happen faster. We changed how we do repairs at one property to avoid causing unnecessary distress to a tenant. We've made it clearer how we communicate about repairs to make sure we give you the best possible service. Section 10. The future. We have big plans for the next 5 years, until 2029, to improve things for everyone. We want to make sure our money is spent wisely, build new homes, listen to tenants, and support our staff. Here's what we'll be focusing on. Finances. We'll manage our money better so we can invest in new homes and improve the ones we already have. We'll also make sure we're getting good value for the money we spend. New homes. We plan to provide 250 new homes over the next 5 years. These homes will be safe and high quality. Tenants. We want to give you more ways to share your opinions and help shape our services. We'll also set up a tenant scrutiny panel so you have a stronger voice. Systems. We'll improve our computer systems to make things work more smoothly and improve your experience. Property investment. We'll make a long-term plan to continue investing in our homes to give you more choices and make them better for the environment. Staff development. We'll provide more training for our team so they can do the best job possible, making sure everyone has the right skills. We also want to make sure we achieve a more diverse team and board. What does this mean for you? We're doing all of this to make your homes better and give you more chances to tell us what you think. Here's how we'll work with you. Housing officer visits. Your housing officer will visit you at least 4 times a year to check that you're happy with your home, inspect the property to make sure it's in good condition, answer any questions you have. Starting in 2025, one of these visits will focus on getting your feedback on our services. Feedback calls. After every visit from your housing officer, we'll call you to ask about your experience. This helps us to improve our service. We want to speak directly to you, where possible, rather than just the people who support you. Tenant Perception Survey. Every 2 years, we'll ask you some questions about the services we provide. This is part of our Tenant Satisfaction Measures, TSMs. We'll also do an annual survey that's more focused on your housing needs, and it'll give you a chance to share your thoughts. More choices for your home. We want to give you more say in decisions about your home, like picking paint colours, choosing new kitchens, or selecting flooring when it's time for updates. We'll make sure to ask you directly whenever possible. Tenant Engagement Week. Starting in 2025, we'll have a special Tenant Engagement Week every year. During this week, we'll focus on talking to as many of you as we can through activities and events. Everyone, including our Chief Executive and board members, will be involved. Our first Tenant Engagement Week will be from the 3rd of March 2025. Tenants Group. We're creating a group where tenants can have a stronger voice. This group will help us improve, share ideas, and make sure your thoughts are heard by our board. We'll be asking everyone if they want to get involved and how we can help. Alerter Call. Later this year, we'll be consulting with you about a new communication system called Alerter Call, which will be made available for tenants who want it. This tablet-based system will remind you about repairs and visits, let you report non-urgent repairs without having to call or email, complete surveys, request callbacks, send messages about your home or tenancy, communicate through audio. We're really excited about Alerter Call and think it will make communication much easier. We look forward to hearing what you think. Thank you for listening to our annual report. We'd love to hear your feedback. You can let us know your thoughts by phoning us on 0345 437 7367 or by emailing us at inquiries@careha.org.uk.